Hello and welcome to PCM19, where we'll be doing today the 2010 database, and we'll be doing the 2019 Tour de Suisse. Now hopefully this will be my first time actually continuing on with the series. So there's the Tour de Suisse, load list of starters before I forget. Now to start with, go across to 2019, we've got a short 9 km time trial prologue. I'm going to kind of a bumpy with a slight uphill at the end for stage 2. Stage 3 is really bumpy, slight bit of cobbles in the middle, nothing too much. Stage 4 is it's quite lumpy, quite bumpy, maybe gain a bit of time with the riders at the end. Stage 5, maybe a bit of a sprint. Stage 6, good uphill finish, that's why I chose this route. Stage 7, uphill again, but this time it's on cobbles. Stage 9, a reasonable sized time trial. Oops, sorry, stage 8, stage 9 is some nice up and wave kind of pattern hills. Now, I've chosen the 19 teams that I think, well, the 19 riders that represent the teams of this era, or suit the course, or ones I just recognize. And I've chosen for myself Trickle of Strong under 23, and I will be in the first stage we can, win them all on 0 and taking them out of the race. And we're just going to be watching these riders. So for AG2R, they've got Ronaldo Nocentini. Now please forgive my pronunciation of names, because 2010 I wasn't that much into cycling, and I am not too good with names from other people. I'm also a little bit sick, so my voice sounds a bit funny, but I got bored, so I decided to record this. Got Nicholas Roach, otherwise everyone else is kind of... Got a sprinter, 75, this guy here from Slovenia, I can't pronounce his name, Valjevic, then Bojes Telecom, Thomas Vokalau, William Bonnet, Yuri Trumov, a few others. BMC Racing, they're bringing Cadel Evans as their leader, with George Hincapie, Kroon, Wiss, Roberto, Stalder, and Alexander Christoph. Movistar, well, not Movistar now, but Movistar is bringing Alejandro Valverde, Luis Leon Sanchez, Soler, Arroyo, and Kirienka. Cofidis is David Montague. Got our favourite Estonian there, Kirkler. Escadi is Samuel Sanchez, Egon Anton, Bernard Inoxi, Gok Izigera, and a young Mikael Nieve. FDJ, reasonable riders, and they got a nice strong Belarusian sprinter. Sebastian Chavanel is here. Garmin Transitions, they have Tyler Farrar, Ryder Hagedal, Van Zueren, Van de Velde, Robbie Hunter, Dan Martin, and Julian Dean. HTC Columbia, I focused them more on the sprint side of things. So they got Mark Cavendish, Tony Martin, good time trials in this race, Andre Greipel, Matthew Goss, Mikael Rogers, Pinotti, and Montfort. Katusha, Rory McEwen, Pozzato, Kurkin, Capets, and a few others. Lompre, they got Canugo as leading with Petchi for the sprints. Hondo, Simon Spilak, and a few others. Nibali is leading Liquigas, and their sprinter is Chi. Mega Pharma Lotto, also Sudal currently. They've got Gilbert, Jean-Christophe Perard, Van Avermaet, Matthew Lloyd, and Blythe as Domestiques. Pro Team Astana, so I've got a pretty good team for Astana. They got Alberto Contador, Vinokourov, Alan Davies, Piero, Gasparotto, and then 2 nice Kazakhstani Domestiques. Quick Step, we got Boonin, there's Sylvain Chavanel, Devolda, Ilya Kaiser, Bramstels. Rabobank, gonna have Hessink and Feder. Hessink's a GC leader, Graham Brown, they got a few sprinters, a few domestiques. Young Boyka Mollema, he's 23. Team Saxo Bank, so Fabian Cancellara, Andy Schleck, Frank Schleck, Richie Port, Jakob Fulsang. So quite a nice all-roundy squad there. Sky Pro Cycling, so the first year of Sky. I've taken their best Northern Classic cyclist, Johan Fleischer, Edvald Bosenhagen, Bradley Wiggins, Simon Gerrans, Henderson, Lovasht, and Sutton. Team Radio Shack, Liffey Lefheimer, Cloyden, Horner, Armstrong, which I know you guys won't like, but Lance Armstrong's here, Stigmans, and our favourite Ukrainian, Popovich. And then my team, Trek Livestrong, under 23. Cool, all the riders. Let's see what the favourites for today's stage are. Fabian Cancellara, Tony Martin, Sylvain Chavanel, Edvard Bodenhagen, Cadel Evans, Liffey Leheimer, Mika Rogers, George Henkaby. Magazine says Contador's got some good ambitions for the race, and zoom on Lefheimer. Let's get this. Now please ignore my wooden computer of a laptop. It is old, it does what I need to do, so it loads a little bit slow compared to the other people you see who play this game. If I was smart, I'd edit it out, but oh well. Oh, so it's not actually too bad this time. Short prologue. So, since we'll be the worst team in the race, we'll probably be the first ones to start. So I'm going to race my team. Race my first rider. I'll just leave it on. Leave it automatic. So here's Jesse Sargent, first rider for us. So Jesse Sargent, he was quite a good cyclist. He last rode for AG2R in 2016. He famously got hit off his bike in the Tour of Flanders, I think, by a neutral service car, and did not race ever since then. Other cyclists, so this one here, Nicolas Volgondi. Like I said, I have not very much knowledge of this period, so I'm just going to pronounce the names and just guess if they were good or not. He's got decent prologue, so he should have said the best time here, because Sargent's pretty useless. Oh, no, not get the same time as Jesse Sargent, but whatever. Van Grenard, there's Al Valjovic coming through. We'll put it on the final chrono for the moment. There's the Estonian national time trial champion in the coffee-dust colours. That's a beautiful jersey there. He comes in fourth. Zog, Viaticus, and Sumarin. Filippo Pozzato, he's pretty good. He should do the best time coming through here. There we go. There's Bogondi beating Sargent. I'm now going to go ×2. Oh, there's Bradley Wiggins in the British time trial jersey. He should set a good time. He's a good time trialist. Who is PCM post the leaders? Cancellara is the top one, then Contador, Rubberbank, Movistar, Escudi, Quickstep, HTC. Okay, Spilak, Daniel Weiss, Michael Rogers in the Australian default champions jersey. Waylands, Soler, Bolke Mollema. So currently winning is Bradley Wiggins. He's had a pretty good time. 10 minutes 53. Do we think the riders are going to break the 10 minutes 40 mark? We will see. There's Vinokourov. Vinokourov was a pretty good rider in his time. A little bit controversial, but he's still a really good rider. He's second at the first point. Andy Schleck, fifth, 5 seconds down. The Schleck brothers are both pretty cool to watch. They're both in action together. It's my rider. He's just doing his own thing. Yuri Tripov, we go up to the front. Vinokourov, he sets the second best time. Andy Schleck, he's coming through, sets the third best time, 15 seconds down. Wiggins is still in the hot seat. No one else of any importance. We can watch Roach for a bit. Nicholas Roach, obviously still riding now, currently for Sunweb, I think. Yeah, he's had a pretty good time early on in the season. He fits 12th. This size mid-mide, he's a pretty good Polish rider. Here we go. Van de Velde 2 seconds down at the second checkpoint and 13 seconds down. So Wiggins will be sitting in the hot seat for quite a while. I think this little hill at the end is holding up people. Chris Sutton here coming across with the 10th best time. There's Greg van Avermaet running for Omega Pharma Lotto. Pinotti. Mikhail Nieve, a young Mikhail Nieve, 26 in this database. Mikhail Nieve, of course, went on to ride for Team. He's currently running for Team Mitchell and Scott, and previously before that was Team Sky. He won't get a good time. He's not the best in this database. Sanchez comes through first, wiping out Bradley Wiggins by about on the same time. Here comes Oscar Pereira of the Astana squad, 5th. Here comes Frank Schleck, bit of climb stat, but let's time trial stat compared to Andy. Thibaut Pinot is a young Thibaut Pinot. He's probably 22 in this database, maybe? 22? No, he's not, he's 30 years here. 24th. Kirkler Quinziato of Liquigas, that Liquigas jersey. Oh, he's coming first and he beat Leon Sanchez. So it looks like you just need time trial in this stat. It's Dan Martin coming through now. He'll be the leader for Garmin, 30 seconds down. Thomas Lovicht, Joan Rollins, and Alessandro Pietacci. He is a really good sprinter. He won quite a few stages out of the Vuelta, from what I recall, with the silver team. What was it? Southeast, that's right. There's the Belarusian time trial champion. There's Gorka Izagirre. Now, I don't know what Ion Izagirre is. Does anyone know what Ion Izagirre is? Answer in the comments below. And Kirienka's coming through with the 14th best time. I'm not going to pronounce that. Richie Port is first at the first checkpoint, coming in for Team Saxo Bank. He sets the 3rd best time today. Alex Dowsett, he's coming to the line, 10th best time. Riding for my under 23 squad. Daniel Oss, a really young Daniel Oss for Team Liquigas. Andreas Clauden, riding for Team Radio Shack. Yes, Team Radio Shack. He's at the best time in the intermediate check. He's got a bit more hill, so he should put a top 5 time. And best time by 6 seconds. Robbie Hunter for Garmin Transitions, 9th. Kim Kurkin, a Luxembourg champion. Gregory Henderson, really good sprinter in 2010. He actually got the most victories for Team Sky in 2010. Jean-Christophe Pirard, French champion. Tony Martin, coming first in the first checkpoint. I think he'll post a really awesome time. Oh, he broke Kloiden only pipped Kloiden at the line. Robert Hessink, the leader for Rovank in this stage race, 8 seconds down at the first checkpoint. Should gain a bit more time with a little hill at the end. 12th, no. Okay. Here's a young George Bennett. That's George Bennett, the winner of the 2017 Tour of California. Currently riding for Team Jumbo-Visma. Here he is riding for Trek under 23. 35 seconds down. Finishes a minute 46 down. Chris Horner, winner of the 2010 Vuelta, because Valverde won 2009. On form here, 15th. Ryder Hagedell is a name we haven't heard of in a while. Vladimir Karpets, Simon Gerrans for Team Sky, Matthew Lloyd. There's a young Alexander Kristoff riding for Team BMC. Andre Greipel riding for the Team HTC Columbia. They're really good there. Sten de Volder, Colo Fernez, Enrico Gasparotto, Jakob Fulsang, a young Jakob Fulsang for Team Saxo Bank. Charlie Avis, don't know who that is, my team, that's why. Coming into the top people on the team, here we go. Ignoli, Lance Armstrong. Surely a top 10 for Armstrong in his year after his comeback. Riding for Team Radio Shack. Last year, third in the Tour de France behind Contador. At this point in time, he has not been found guilty in the game. He's 28th, 14 seconds down, not the best. I was expecting a bit more. I suppose he hasn't got too much flat stats. Only got 66 in this database. Overall, he's probably going to post about the same time. 27th. Yep. Here's Julian Dean, famous for headbutting in the sprint as a lead-out man. Edvard Bosenhagen, the Norwegian champion for Team Sky, coming in the 20th best time. Adam Blythe, a young Adam Blythe for Team Omega Pharma Lotto. Powering in towards the line. Here comes George Hencappy of Team BMC. He puts the 8th best time. We'll slow down a bit for these final riders, the GC riders, although some of them will be a bit sprinty. Sylvain Chavanel, 3rd at the first checkpoint, 4 seconds. 4th, Tony Martin still leading. No one else here is going to kind of beat it. Taylor Finney for the Trek Under 23 squad. He's doing quite a reasonable time trial. He's actually beating Tommy Wockler. I suppose he's a bit of a +2 on the day. Using the energy up, will he put in a top 30 time? 53rd. No, Wockler's coming in. He won't do anything to time. Christophe Lemeville, never heard of him. Ronaldo Nocenti, 17 seconds down. 36 seconds down. David Monacue for Team Cofidis, finishes 59 seconds down. Vincenzo Nibali, 14th, losing a bit of time. Here comes Livy Lefheimer. He's got quite a good amount of TT and of hill. He comes in 7th. Tyler Farrar, sprinter for Team Garmin Transitions. He won't post it. He's top 10 actually. 18th. Rory McEwen, the big Aussie sprinter for the Team Katusha squad. He won't be breaking any records today. 24th at the first. 87th a minute down, Johan Fletcher. 18th, 19 seconds down. Now Philip Jovier, Omega Pharma Lotto, that ugly jersey. 17th. Damiel Canugo of the Lompre squad. Now this Lompre jersey looks pretty reasonable. Behind him it looks like Cadel Evans is catching up. Yes, Cadel Evans. Cadel Evans puts the 3rd time equal with Tony Martin. Here comes Mark Cavendish, the Manx missile. Not too good of a prologue, although only 13 seconds down. 38 seconds down. Tom Boonen, the classic specialist for Quick Step Energetic. 11 seconds down at the first checkpoint. Samuel Sanchez of Escudi. 19 seconds. Alejandro Valverde still going at age 39 with Movistar. Here he is here 10 years younger. 29. Putting in a decent time for Tour de Suisse. A minute down though. It's quite a lot of time to lose to Cadel Evans. Oscar Freire, 130, already 29 seconds down. He's a sprinter though. 1 minute 20. Contador putting the 11th best time. Fabian Cancellara, the world time trial champion, that lovely quit, puts the 3rd best time. Equal time with Tony Martin. So the 4 top riders separated by 1 second according to this time here now. And Cloyden wins even after Tony Martin was in the lead the whole time. Great job PCM. But your top 10 looking as expected, nothing really popping out. Liffy Leheimer doing pretty for Radio Shack, Cadel Evans, Tony Martin and Fabian Cancellara. General classification, that Radio Shack leader's jersey looking good on Andreas Cloyden's back. I suppose I should click next. Points classification goes to Cloyden, black jersey, wasn't really points, just the thing. No Melton jersey. Young rider goes to Tony Martin of Team HTC Columbia. Richie Port 11 seconds back, then Hessink 22. And following back a young Alex Stalzit. Team classification goes to Team Radio Shack. No surprise in the team classification. We will look through full results now, just quickly. I will export them and I will upload them hopefully to a Google Drive and put them in the description. But at the moment, let's have a look who lost out. Bradley Wiggins 15 seconds. Andy Schleck 30 seconds. Armstrong 29. like I said, I'm not very good with who the leaders are. Roach, 56 seconds. Thibaut Pinot, he's 20 years old. There we go. He lost a minute. Tommy Voeckler. Frank Schleck lost a minute. Who lost the worst? Adam Blythe. Salzburger, Bono. Gorka Izagirre. George Bennett. 125. Fuglsang. So not much different as expected. So let's have a look at the preview for tomorrow's stage. So it's undulating kind of route, ups and downs. It should come to the end. It looks like a slight uphill finish at the end. So who's the favourites? Well, a few punches. So Valverde, Cunego, Schleck, Flair. I will get my riders and I will put them all on 0 and get them out of the way. Otherwise, see you next time on my channel.